Hare Krishna, start.
Okay. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदनन्दन व्रजजनधीर यशोदनन्दन व्रजजनधीर यशोदनन्दन व्रजजनधीर यशोदनन्दन व्रजजनधीर Jamatira 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 Radha Bihari Radha Kunja Bihari Radha Kunja Bihari जय ओम श्रीपाद परम सपरिव्रजकचरि श्रोत्र श्री श्रीमद् अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शील प्रभुपाद की जय। इस्कॉन बीबीडी फाउंडर आचार्य शील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परम सपरिव्रजकचरि श्रोत्र श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य शिलादास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गौ गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड विलास गोवर्धन की जय। गंगा मैया यमुना माई की जय। भक्ति देव तुलसी महारानी हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय। मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories. Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Shri Prabhupada. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। श्रीमद् भागवतम कैंटो 10 चैप्टर 9 चैप्टर समरी। समरी बाय His Divine Grace Abhay Charanarvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. While Mother Yashoda was allowing Krishna to drink her breast milk, she was forced to stop because she saw the milk pan boiling over on the oven. The maidservants began being engaged in other business. She stopped allowing Krishna to drink from her breast and immediately attended to the overflowing milk pan. Krishna became very angry because of his mother's behavior and devised a means of breaking the pots of yogurt. Because he created this disturbance, Mother Yashoda decided to bind him. These incidents are described in this chapter. One day, the maidservants being engaged in other work, Mother Yashoda was churning the yogurt into butter herself. And in the meantime, Krishna came and requested her to allow him to suck her breast milk. Of course, Mother Yashoda immediately allowed him to do so. But then she saw that the hot milk on the oven was boiling over. And therefore, she immediately stopped allowing Krishna to drink the milk of her breast and went to stop the milk on the oven from overflowing. Krishna, however, having been interrupted in his business of sucking the breast, was very angry. He took a piece of stone, broke the churning pot, and entered a room where he began to eat the freshly churned butter. When Mother Yashoda, after attending the overflowing milk, returned and saw the pot broken, she could understand that this was the work of Krishna, and therefore she went to search for him. When she entered the room, she saw Krishna standing on the ulukhala, large mortar for grinding spices. Having turned the motor upside down, he was stealing butter hanging from a swing and was distributing the butter to the monkeys. As soon as Krishna saw that his mother had come, he immediately began to run away, and Mother Yashoda began to follow him. After going some distance, Mother Yashoda was able to catch Krishna, who, because of his offense, was crying. Mother Yashoda, of course, threatened to punish Krishna if he acted that way again, and she decided to bind him with rope. Mother Yashoda, of course, threatened to punish Krishna if he acted that way again, and she decided to bind him with rope. Unfortunately, when the time came to knot the rope with which she wanted to bind him was short by a distance equal to the width of two fingers. When she made the rope longer by adding another rope, she again saw that it was short by two fingers. Again and again she tried, and again she found the rope too short by two fingers. Thus she became very tired. Krishna, seeing his affectionate mother so tired, allowed himself to be bound. Now, being compassionate, he did not show her his unlimited potency. After Mother Yashoda bound Krishna and became engaged in other household affairs, Krishna observed two Yamalarjuna trees. They were actually Nala Kuvera and Manigriva, two sons of Kuvera who had been condemned by Narada Muni to become trees. Krishna, by his mercy, now began to proceed toward the trees to fulfill the desire of Narada Muni. ज्ञानतिमिरन्तस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपगदामह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् नमां विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयति गिरिं यत्कृपातं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनशरणं वञ्चकल्पतरुषिकृपासिन्धुः पतितानां पावनं वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Mother Yashoda binds Lord Krishna. So in this chapter, we will be seeing after Krishna has eaten dirt and after showing the universal form to Mother Yashoda, even though seeing the universal form, she doesn't get bewildered. And now another pastime where Mother Yashoda is going to bind Krishna, the Damodar Leela. Yes, Namamishwaram Sachidananda Rupam. Yes, Rasatkundalam Gokule Brajamanam. Yashoda Biyolukha Ladhavamanam. Lukha Ladhavamanam. I forgot the last word, but it's so over there we see that Satyavrat Muni actually gives the eight shlokas, yes, Damodar Ashtakam, and he's praying for this pastime. Yes, for this pastime. And Radha Govind Maharaj explains this pastime so beautifully. The thing is that initially we will come because this is a chapter summary. Prabhupada mentions over here that, Mother Yashoda was churning the butter. Why? Why is she churning the butter? Because the maid servants being engaged in other work, she wants to churn the butter. Why? For Krishna. Yes. Her love and devotion is expressed through her maternal affection for the Lord. Yes. These are not just pastimes for, yes, they are. We get entertained by them and at the same time we get purified. Yes. And when we are hearing these pastimes, yes, Srimvatam Swakatha, Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanam. Yeah. By hearing Bhagavatam again and again, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. By hearing Bhagavatam and the pastimes of Krishna, the heart becomes purified. Why? Because Krishna is all pure. Om Pavitra Pavitro Va Sarvavastam Gatopi Va. Yes, Maret Pundarikaksham Sabhayyabhyantara Suchi. Krishna is supremely pure. And anything connected with Krishna is supremely pure. Like the sun, it does not make the distinction between a stool on the street or even a pure place. Yes, it showers His mercy on everything equally. The same way, the Lord is the same way. Yes, He's Pavitra. He's allowing Himself to show the world that, see, I am ready to be bound by the devotees. The Supreme Absolute Truth is ready to be bound by the devotees. Please come and bind me. It is an invitation. Yes. Actually, these kind of things as the Supreme Absolute Truth are very difficult to understand. He is Atma Rama. There is no need for Krishna for any of this engagement. In the Ras Leela, we will come to see that the Lord actually goes away. He is Atma Rama. Yes. He doesn't need to associate. But to have more and more relishment of mother of the devotees of the Lord. Yes. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa. He is the Rasa Bihari. And that's why the ultimate aim for all of us also is to ultimately enjoy. Yes. And that's why we are seeking the highest pleasure. We are in search of the highest pleasure. But the gopis of Vrindavan, the gopas of Vrindavan, the residents of Vrindavan, they do not know, they do not see it. They are just happy being with Krishna. And that's why being happy with being with Krishna is the ultimate aim of life. To satisfy Krishna, to satisfy his desires, to be with him, to desire to see him, to desire to serve him. Yes. They are all seeing him and loving him because they have those glances of pure devotional service. Yes. The point is that if you do not have Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena, it is very difficult to actually see the Lord. Very difficult. That's why we follow whatever the acharyas give us. The tendency is that yes, somebody who might be following left, right, center, all the rules and regulations might become proud. Even that becomes a disqualification. Why? Nadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna amane na manadena kirtaniya sadam. But is that wrong? It's not wrong. And at the same time, yes, a person who is able to do only a little, but he's sincere, he's able to practice devotional service sincerely because he wants to fulfill the Lord's desire, the Guru's desire. And yes, it works out. Why? Because Bhava Grahi Janardana. We see in the pastime of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that the Brahmana, he was reading the Bhagavad Gita and he did not know the shlokas. Yes. He did not know Sanskrit. He did not study it. He wasn't coming from that background. And that's why he did not know how to do it. All of the other people, the other, the disciples of their Guru Maharaj, they were all also chanting the same thing. But they were proud to see that, hey, this guy cannot do these things. And that's why he was staying, he was actually discarded. He was looked down upon. Why? Because he did not know. Now there are too many levels over here also. The thing is that sometimes we hear these stories and then we think that, oh, that means I do not need to do anything. I do not need to try also. Only devotion works. That becomes Hajya. Why? Because we are not giving our best to Krishna. On the other hand, if we become just a follower of the rituals, then we become smarter. That means we do not know what is the purpose of life, what is the purpose of these rituals, you know. So both are wrong. And why is this important to know? Yes, because otherwise it's not possible to reach to the mentality of the residents of Vrindavan. The residents of Vrindavan, they're externally perfect and internally also are perfect. They are externally perfect because there is internal perfection. That is a very important thing. We attain a Swarupa not just by doing those activities, but to have the mood of the Swarupa. That's why the Acharyas, Rupa Goswami, gives us the correct mood. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So the Brahmana actually is not able to read and they are looking down upon him. But he is not proud. He's trying that he does not know. He is humble to try. He is doing what he can. But why is he doing? He's not doing it for himself. Yes. That was the order given by his guru. Yes. His guru wanted him to read Bhagavad Gita, and that's why he was doing the same. Perfection is following in the instructions, not to make our own concocted ways. Because sometimes we start thinking that we are somebody great, and then we want something new, we want something unique, we want this, we want that, you know. But that's not the thing. Every single day we have Darshanarti, every single day we have Gaurarti, every single day we have Mangalarti. And some people think that, hey, this is boring. So we bring something new. But that's not what Prabhupada did, you know. That means we are still a junior. We are still a neophyte. Why? Because we want something new, you know. No, it's not about that. This person, this Brahmana was reading the same Bhagavad Gita. He wasn't going out over there and reading, oh, now let me read some other scripture, kuch naya laate hain. No, he wasn't doing all this. We follow our predecessors. If other temples are doing the same thing, we do the same thing. We do not try to invent. We do not change the Mangalarti tune. We do not bring in, new stuff because, I don't feel it. Who cares what you don't feel? Nobody cares. This is not a place for that. Trying to maintain standard. Why? Because Prabhupada loves them. It's Prabhupada's desire, not our own desire. Yes, new things are brought into Kirtan and they're saying, oh, it is the holy name of the Lord. So what? We can say whatever we want. But no, it's not like that. We can say, any Bollywood new Kirtan like that. There's so many out there. But Prabhupada did not approve. And then we'll be like, so what? उसमें क्या है? Holy name ही तो है. बड़ा बात क्या है? We have to sing, chant holy name, somehow get engaged into the service. But you can do that at home. But because Prabhupada did not like it, we do not do it. It is as simple as that. But we think we are puffed up. We think we know too much. I have been in Krishna consciousness for 40, 50 years. So I know what I'm doing. Not necessarily. you know, not necessarily. So we have to be careful because this Brahmana did not know anything. He could have said that, oh, reading this Bhagavad Gita is so bakwas. Let me read something which I can read. Let me start doing kirtan. Because I can do kirtan much better. And I cannot read Shastra, so I'll do kirtan. But no, he was following the orders of his guru. And because he had that desire to serve his guru, within his heart, Krishna is manifesting what it means to read Bhagavad Gita. And that's why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord himself, reaches to the spot. Yes, is because of his sincere devotion to follow his predecessor acharyas. That's why the thing in his heart bloomed. Not because we wanted to do something unique, not because we wanted to do something different, you know. And that's why we have to be careful when we bring this stuff. Why? Because our intentions matter a lot. With what mood are we doing it? Are we doing it to just, put down somebody else? Are we just envious? Or why are we doing this? You know? That's why these things are very important. That we do not bring our own inventions because Prabhupada was so clear about them. That when we try to invent something new, Prabhupada mentioned that what is the value of your invention? What is the value of your concocted mantra? You know? And that's why we don't chant these things, even though it might attract a crowd. But we do not want a crowd. We want them to become devotees. Srila Prabhupada did not compromise. And we have the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So if we follow in his footsteps, then it will come, things will go by. But if we do not have the desire to serve the previous acharyas, then it will not work. It will not work. These pastimes, we might be good at, reading shlokas, we might be good at doing, this thing and that thing, but that is just by karma, that is just by conditioning, you know. So we get proud because we are good to maintain in mode of goodness. And then that becomes a disqualification. Yes. And that's why the Bhagavatam brings out these points that the gopis are not good at these things, on doing the shlokas, or they knew what to do, but they were Vaishyas, they were not Brahmanas or Kshatriyas. But still, Krishna is with them. He's not with the Brahmanas. If, even the Brahman Patnis, which will come, Krishna is not with them. He is with the Patnis and not with the Brahmanas. There's a big difference. We become smarthas, We think we are doing bhakti, but no, even within bhakti, we start becoming smarthas. Why? Because if we actually go out to the smarthas, they won't value us. Yes, they'll be like, what kind of rituals you do? This is not even, standard. It's not so easy to be a smartha. If you actually go out there, you cannot miss anything. If you miss anything, you're done. Those rules are very seriously strict. If you miss even one thing, the whole yajna is lost, you know. But over here, we allow everyone to touch. We do this, we do that because time, place, circumstance. And things are going on still. Why? Because it's bhakti. It's not because of our endeavors. It's because Krishna being pleased. Yes, somehow or the other, then things work. Prabhupada being pleased, then people come. But if we try to do whatever we want, and that's why sometimes people say that chalta hai. क्यों चलता है? नहीं चलता है. You know, it doesn't work. It won't work. Let's do something new. Let's change Mangal Arti time. No, we can't do all these things. If I can't do it, I should agree that I'm a rat bag. I can't do it. It's fine. That is not valid. But if we make up a philosophy that, oh, we don't need to wear traditional clothes. We don't need to wear Vedic clothes. We don't need to wear dhoti and kurta. We don't need to do all this because my bhav matters and nothing else matters. Then yeah, we become Swajas. If the modern clothes were the standard, then which type of modern clothes is the standard? You know, we have to roam around like in pant and shirt. Yes. So which is it, the blue or the black or the green or the red? Which brand, which material? There's no standard out there. There's no culture out there. And then if we bring up those and validate that no, Prabhupada wanted us to do wear anything, it's fine and all that stuff. That's all bogus. Prabhupada never wanted that. Prabhupada himself never did that. Yes. Time, place, and circumstance? Yes. Obviously. Where there is a need to preach, where we cannot do all these things, then yes. But the Brahmana, no, if we are validating, then it's a problem. We create a philosophy, then it becomes a problem. We create a thing, that yes, because of this thing, I'm doing this thing, and it has no relation, no correlation to that. The Shastra will give us all the answers, but it doesn't work out. It won't work out. It has never worked out. Nobody has become happy in these 3,000 years without bhakti, without following the acharyas. And if we think we are the new ones to do that, no, we are not. It won't work out. It will not go far anyway. So the point is that to make sure what our intentions are, if are they in line with Krishna, even if they are not, even if our conditioning is overpowering us, at least we should agree that my intentions are not right now. You know, they will become pure by chanting Hare Krishna. But 90% of the people, that's why SB Keshav Maharaj was saying, when Bhagavan Keshav Maharaj was saying, that introspective sage, if we are not that, it's going to be very difficult. If we think it's a problem, no, it's not them, it's our own mind. It's our own mind. Krishna gives the seva, Krishna will take back the seva, and we'll have nothing. If we are too attached to prestige and pride, it won't work out. Yes, it doesn't work out. And that's why these pastimes of the Lord, even though Krishna over here, Yashoda Ma is trying so hard to bind Krishna, because her intention is to protect, to love for his benefit. Seeing his love, her love. What is her love? It's her dedication to Krishna, it's her dedication to pure devotional service. And because of that, Krishna being merciful, he gets bound. And the Brahmana, the same way, because of his dedication to his Guru, to his predecessors, not to think that he is the one who is doing everything, he is the great one, he can comment and say stuff and say that, oh, we can do this thing, we don't need to do this, we can do something new. It's all bakwas, all bakwas. The Lord does not appreciate that at all. Never, you know. Then we have to be careful that why are we saying these things, you know, and doing all of, and that's why this Brahmana, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was pleased with him, not with the perfect shlokas, not with the perfect, yagyas or pujas. He didn't go for that. Yes. He went for this simple devotion. Why? Because his desire was to please. Yes. Radhashtami is coming up, and every year, at least for 2 years, this is the third year, we will try. But the thing is that for yes, other festivals are there. We do the same thing over there. And that is what we're trying to put a standard out there. We do not want to change it. Why do we not want to change it? Because the other temples also do the same thing. And they are seeing it as a new thing every single year. Yes, all the big temples do the same thing. And that's why we put that standard out there. Why? Because the acharyas have done it before. Not because we want to do something different every year. No. It's because we want to maintain it. Consistency. It's difficult to be consistent already, you know. And that's why we should we should try to actually come together and work on it. Yes, work on it. We are trying to do it for their lordships, not for our own selves. Even though it might seem like that, but our intention should be that we are coming to pluck the flowers. We are coming to actually associate and do kirtan for the pleasure of Shishi Raga Madhavari. Why? Without doing that, we will think that everything is the same. You know, we want something new every single time. Why? Because it is our conditioning. It has nothing to do with spirituality, nothing to do with transcendental. We think it's boring, then we've lost everything. We are not able to see Krishna, we're not able to see Srimati Radharani. It is a disservice. So we come for these festivals together to see that what can we do to make Rishi Shri Radha Madhavari happy. Yes, to make their devotees happy. Yes, to see them being showered with all the love and care. When they are happy, we will see the real beauty of the Lord. The real beauty is not seen only on the altar. If somebody is on the altar and then you see them, no, it's not like that. It has never been like that. Yes. Nor it can be when somebody saying that, oh, see how these people are proud on me. No, not over there also. Is when we follow the acharyas, when we follow what is the standard and not create our own thing. Yes. That's why for all these kirtans and everything, we have standards. Why do we have these standards? So that we follow these big temples of Vrindavan and Mayapur. Why? Because they are standard, because they are standards. Not we create our own standard. Yes, who are we to create our own new standard? We are nobodies. Yes, we are like somewhere in the remote place of a desert, and now we will become a standard. No, yes, Prabhupada has invested his energies in his books and in his letters and, Ashimad Bhagavatam to give us what will take us to go back to Godhead. And that's why we do the same thing. Yes, we repeat what the Acharyas say, not do something new so that we can become proud and puffed up and get name, fame, prestige. It will last for a day, it will last for a year, but eventually there is a downfall coming after that. Right? So we have to be careful. And if we achieve that pure devotional service, then we can actually appreciate what Yashodama is doing over there. Otherwise, it's going to just become, just come, just read, say something, and then go. And then, oh, I did my service. And we won't be able to relish Srimad Bhagavatam. Radha Govind Maharaj says always this, that the purpose of the Guru is to just give Krishna Katha. And the purpose of the disciple is to listen Krishna Katha. The thing is that if we are not invested in hearing, then we won't understand anything. The heart doesn't become pure at all. Yes. Yeah. So that's why we have to be introspective and we have to focus on what the Lord is, the Gurus are telling us and what the Acharyas tell us. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. म्यूट में है प्रभु. नहीं नहीं म्यूट में है, सुनाई नहीं दे रहा. म्यूट म्यूट.
तो यशोदा मैया ने क्या सॉन्ग गाया, व्हाट सी सैंग, एनीवेयर दैट डिस्कशन फाइंड आउट और समथिंग लाइक दैट?
Oh,
Yeah, she's singing, but what she's singing is not mentioned.
I've heard from Maharaj and everybody that, she's singing the glories of Krishna. That is what they say. Like what he has done in the past, how beautiful he is. So there is no specific song she has sung. As in, at least Sudev Goswami doesn't give that specific song. But they say that even when she's chastising Krishna, that is a song. Like we have the Gopi Geet, right? Actually, the gopis are talking about Krishna, right? They're speaking about Krishna. But it is a song. Why? Because they are all, all of the words and things in Vrindavan are songs. So specifically, I have not heard if that what specific things Yashoda Mai sings, but maybe the acharyas like Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami have given. We'll have to take a look. Yeah, because I haven't heard even in Radha Govind Maharaj's lecture, he didn't say that, she was actually singing this thing, this specific thing. He didn't say that because he gives a very detailed description of the Damodar Leela. Yeah, he didn't say anything like that over there. At least not he did not say, and Guru Maharaj also hasn't said. Prabhupada hasn't put it in his book, so not sure if other acharyas have given it. So we'll have to check. But good, yeah, we can keep an eye on. Yeah, I'll check, take a look. Yeah, if anywhere else it's there. Thank you. Thanks.